Westbrook. Coach going on the All the Smoke podcast, he was asked what fans can expect from the Lakers this upcoming season. Ham said, quote, "We want everybody all in on what we're doing. We don't want anybody that's second-guessing being a Laker or am I in the right place?" Shannon, was this about Westbrook and intended for him to hear?
Yep. Because remember, his former agent, the thing that caused them to part ways is that he wanted him to remain a Laker, accept the role that Darvin Ham had laid out for him.
Yep.
Russ seemingly wanted to be traded and move on. He's like, Russ, that'll be 4 trades in 4 years. That's not very good. And he even mentioned it looks to him that the Lakers would have to include extra compensation in any trade involving Russell Westbrook. So he's absolutely, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And this is your role in doing this, said this. There is no ambiguity in what my role is or what the expectations are for me. Because I think somehow Russ got a little shaded, got a little cloudy of what he expected his role to be. I thought they made it abundantly clear. Clearly, clearly LeBron and AD didn't lay it out well enough of what they were going to expect from Russ, the sacrifices that was going to need to be made. LeBron, AD was going to be 1-2, 2-1. But those were going to be the first 2 options. You was going to be the third option. You were never going to be first unless both of those guys are out of the game. And there were situations that it was, and then what happened? So I do believe he's talking to Russ because he's made it clear. I want Russ to play defense. Russ has never played defense. Russ doesn't even try to play defense. So I love the fact that Darvin Ham is laying out what the expectations are for said players, mainly Russ, because it seems to me that the accountability is something that's not very high on his list. So I love what Darvin Ham said. I love the very matter-of-factness. This is who we're going to be. This is how we're going to go about getting there. And this is what I expect from said player or said players.
And I love also what Darvin Ham is saying, but what he is saying will fall on the deaf ears as in closed ears of one Russell Westbrook. I'm trying to root for Darvin because he's really embraced this role of I'm the new sheriff in town and it's going to be my way or that highway, 405 north or south, you're out of here. It just doesn't work that way in this league at this level. And as much as he's going to try to preach to Russ and teach Russ, in the end, Russ will have little to no respect for Darvin Ham because he'll say, now, what did you do exactly when you played in this league? Because I wasn't sure, so I looked it up before the show just to recount exactly what did Darvin do in this league. So he played 8 years, not bad. He bounced around. He was with 6 different teams. And he did win a ring with those 04 Pistons. And through that playoff run in 22 games, he averaged 5 minutes a game playing for that team. It was pretty Larry Brown team. It was loaded. He averaged in that playoff run 0.7 points per game. And in his career, he averaged 3 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 0.5 assists.
Right.
Averaging 12 minutes a game and averaging taking 2 shots a game. Well, not exactly Westbrookian numbers, right?
Right.
So it's not like Russ will say, you played, you know, because but in Russ's eyes, this equates to you didn't even really play.
Or, Skip, or if he was, let's just say for the sake of argument, Skip, he was a coach. He was Steve Kerr, won championship. Okay. He was Popovich, or he was Pat Riley, or he was Spoelstra. Guys that have
he sat on the bench as Milwaukee won championship.
Right. But so then as the head coach, you can say, well, okay,
I got it. Yeah. I'm with you.
But that's not how he thinks.
Okay. And then the quote from the same podcast, the All the Smoke podcast, from we did whatever last, maybe Thursday, I guess it was, when Darvin said, I cornered his ass outside the elevator at the Encore. Talking about Russ. You cornered his ass?
Yeah.
Russ is going to read that and say, you what? Nobody corners my ass. Nobody tells me how to play basketball because I averaged a triple-double for the previous 5 years before I got here and had to deal with those guys last year on the court. Russ knows only one way to play offensive basketball, and it's bull in China shot basketball. And dishes are going to get broken everywhere. you're going to lead the league in turnovers, or at least come close to that. And you're going to be an almost daily blooper reel of Westbrookian turnovers and missed threes and air balls. And it's just the way he plays.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can teach it. It's not an old dog, but an older dog, new tricks.
Right.
I don't think Darvin Ham can do it. He's talking tough now, and I like to hear it, but I'd rather see it in action, and I don't believe we will.
You can teach anybody anything if they're willing to learn.
Sure, absolutely.
But that's the question. Is Russ willing to learn? No.
No.
Because Russ doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And then you have these people out there, oh, Russ, it's LeBron's fault, it's AD's fault, it's this and that. No. When you come in as a third option, you're not the first option. You're not the second option. You have to play the role that they have set up for you and play it to the best of your ability, even though that's not the role that you're accustomed to. That's why they're like, okay, yeah, Rob, pull the trigger. Mm-hmm. He's bought in. We've had a conversation. We've had him up to the crib. He understands what we need from him. He said all those things. Skip, it's kind of like, you show up for a job interview. You got your best thing, or you got your best suit on, yes, I'm very And then as soon as I get there, I might show up on time the first week or two, then after a while, I'm going to be 2 minutes late, I'm going to be 3 minutes late, and then on lunch break, I'm going to be by the water cooler, I'm supposed to have 30 minutes, it's going to be 35, then it's going to be 40, and then you know what? Hey, I need some time off. It's supposed to be the first 6 months, I get no PTO, but I got something came up, I'm going to have to, That's Russ. Russ said everything they wanted to hear. Like, oh, man, you hear Russ? That's why Russ was able to do that. He bought in. Okay, bought in.
Okay, there was only one man on this planet who could have preached to Russ and teach Russ and gotten through to Russ to open his ears, and it's LeBron James, because LeBron is great at that. And if he won't listen to LeBron, he won't listen to nobody.
No.
Nobody.
Because you know why? If Skip, I'm not listening to you if I see myself equal to you.
That's correct.
Who are you to tell me?
Shameful, but he does.
Yes.
No, that's what he is.
And that's what happened at the end. That's what happened with Kyrie. Kyrie saw himself equal to LeBron.
No, he did.
So therefore,
but at least Kyrie's got some skill that's on LeBron's level, because LeBron doesn't have Kyrie's handle.
Right.
I don't know what Russ has. Russ doesn't have anything except
plays hard.
Plays hard. Plays crazy hard. I'll give you that. He plays harder than LeBron, but LeBron's always even keel. He just playing along.
But most of the great players that I've ever been around in any particular sport, football, basketball, was at an event the other night where some great baseball players, Dave Winfield, Cal Ripken Jr., Griffey Jr. Accountability. Man has to be able to look himself in the mirror and says, you know what? I didn't get it done.
Yep.
And don't point this, that, and that. I didn't get it done.
Yep.
And if you can do that, Skip.
I get it. But I do believe in the beginning, LeBron bought into what Russ was saying, all the right things. And LeBron thought, hey, if I can win with this guy, nobody's won with him.
Right.
So it's going to really enhance my resume even further if I can win with Russell Westbrook.
But now it explains why nobody ever won with him.
It's exactly why. And so I'd still believe that the out for LeBron, high basketball IQ, high off-the-court IQ, was if I can't win, at least all the blame's going to go on him. And I think it has gone.